Welcome to the broadcast. What else would you like to add to the conversation, sir?
I would like to add, first of all, thank you for bringing me up and allowing me to be a part of your broadcast.
Yes, sir.
And I would like to add fairness. And when I say I like to add fairness, I would like to add that I would appreciate any young person, and we speaking young in particular, young person who's a law-abiding citizen, or if they are still in school, I appreciate them getting good grades. If they live with their parents, I'm so proud of children who do as their parents ask them to do. And I say all that because Karmelo Anthony represented that kind of young person. Didn't look for trouble, didn't start no trouble, don't have a history of trouble, just trying to be the best person he can be. And just like you or me, if we are that type of person, we can't predict what outside forces may approach us, what negative outside forces may approach us. And if it's more than one force that approaches us, now we have all kinds of decisions to make about several things coming at us that we did not expect, because our normal life is plain and simple, doing the next right thing for the next right reason. And if I am presented with what I feel an insurmountable force trying to jeopardize my life, I, as a person who doesn't do that and just trying to do the right thing, I should defend my life. I should be able to defend my life against any threat. And what Karmelo Anthony did was just that. Now, the jury found him guilty. Now, I do not know if the jury saw the full video, because I have reports of the full video showing that several people, not just the Anthonys, the two brothers, but the two brothers and several other peoples approached him, and in the scuffle, it was obvious that they were assaulting him.
Hold on, what color were the other people?
I'm not going to get into. I'm just going to say people. So anything extra, we're going to try to dismiss right now.
How long is the video?
Okay. When this initially happened,
and just for the audience to understand, he's describing a video that he says has surfaced where there were multiple people who you're saying the video that was described to you. So have you actually seen this video, multiple people attacking Karmelo Anthony? Have you seen the video?
Unfortunately, I have not seen the video, but there's critical evidence of those who have seen it. At least 17 people have seen it when they were allowed to see it. They were given the option. They were given the option to watch the 11-minute long video, which was actually the video that should have been seen by everyone.
So but the 11-minute video changed, the 11-minute
and then the 3-minute. And there was the 3-minute video with the close-up, and you couldn't really see. That's the one that people were saying was grainy, and they really couldn't tell what happened. The people who saw the 11-minute video saw everything that happened from the beginning to the end. People? Now, I don't. Okay, well, I do not know, but what I do know is that the jury should have saw the 11-minute video, because if the jury.
Let me ask some questions, because you the second person to bring up this video. You said there's a 11-minute video, and it depicts multiple people attacking Karmelo Anthony. Is that correct?
Okay, that's correct, and I'm gonna ask you a question if it's correct. Is this the first time you heard of this? Is this the first time you heard of this?
Let me ask some more questions, and then I'll.
No. Okay, let's be fair.
The only reason I'm
let's be fair, bro. Let's be fair. Can you please answer my one question?
I've never heard the video until after the conviction. Matter of fact, I don't even know who has this video. I don't even know if the video exists. So I'm simply asking you, who are the people who said this video exists? What are their names? How long is the video, which you answered, and who is depicted in the video attacking Karmelo Anthony?
Okay, there was a broadcast a broadcast by I'm not sure if you're familiar with the this screamer. It's Q Butter, and there's also they are, I believe they are partners. There's one called Taz, and he interviewed, I forgot the entire title of the person. And on that show, he had a particular personality who deeply investigated me.
What's the person's name?
Investigated. His name was Freezy. His name was Freezy. And Freezy.
What's his real name? Because his name, we could get that, and that could help with the appeal. But we had, if
Okay,
he
those
has
names.
access to a video that exonerates Karmelo Anthony, then we need his name, and we need, and that will help us get the video. At that point,
Okay,
it's just a matter of a subpoena.
The names of the people who saw the video, the school was allowing people to sign up to see the video last year when this thing happened. So if you want to get the names of the people who saw the 11-minute video, they have it. It's available. There is information on the people because they had to go to procedure.
The Frisco ISD. Frisco
Yes,
Independent
that's
School District.
Right.
So was it a video by the school closed circuit TV?
Yes. And in that video, it showed the entire incident, and it also showed more than one of the Metcalfs assaulting Anthony. And it showed everything. So all these things and all these questions that we are talking about, the video answers every single thing. And from the testimony,
let me ask you some questions, because we want to kind of, now there were multiple witnesses that testified at the trial, both for the defendant and the prosecution. None of them testified that multiple people attacked Karmelo Anthony. How do you explain that?
And it's called perjury. And it's called perjury because if there is a video that contradicts everything that they was said, that means that those young people's lives were put in danger. And we in the Black community who sees this for what it really is, we realize that Anthony did not get a fair trial. Starting
so
from the clerk of court.
You're saying that all 13 of these people perjured themselves and didn't answer?
I don't have all 13. I don't have all 13 of their statements. I do not know.
These were the eyewitnesses. So you're saying all of the eyewitnesses didn't testify honestly on after being sworn in. That's what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And to be clear, I do not know what everyone testified to. What I do know that I haven't heard any of those witnesses saying what I'm saying that's on the video.
Yeah, none of the witnesses said that Karmelo Anthony was jumped by 4 people or multiple people. Nobody testified to that. Karmelo Anthony.
Now
let me finish. Karmelo Anthony didn't even say that in the initial police report when he was arrested. He did say, I did it. He did say, I did it, though, but he didn't. He said he touched me. He didn't say they touched me. He didn't say they jumped me. So how do you explain that?
I haven't heard or seen any transcript of what he confessed to. I don't know what questions were asked him. I don't know if the questions were asked him.
I put the police report up earlier where he actually made those statements, and they're in the police report. And he specifically said, it's not alleged, I did it. And he said, he touched me first. He never said they touched me. He never said they jumped me. He never said any of that. And he wasn't asked any questions. He admitted that on his own volition. So why is it that Karmelo Anthony didn't say he was jumped, but we have all these people who are saying he was jumped? And then we have this video, but there's no mention by Karmelo Anthony's. He didn't say it. And none of the 13 witnesses said that he was jumped. Why is that? Why did that?
There lies the problem. There lies the problem. As I said, I didn't interview him. I do not know what method that the officer who interviewed him used. I did not know if the officer tailored his questions for for a specific answer. So I can't judge that part. What I
Let me
do
say,
know is that
if
there's a video, if there's a video, if there's a
let me say
video
it
that's
again.
being hidden,
Hold
if
on,
there's a
brother.
video that's being hidden,
I want to be
that's
clear.
the correct
I want to be
testimony.
clear. Carmelo Anthony was not interviewed. He made these statements on his own. Nobody asked him to say this. He made them on his own. So nobody asked him these questions, and he admitted that he did it. He said it wasn't alleged, it was me. He said these on his own. So it wasn't an interview. All right. This young man said it on his own. He even at some point asked whether or not the other young boy was okay. All right. So I wanted to clarify that. Now, again, let's go back to this video. All right. So you say there's an 11-minute video. You said that it depicts multiple individuals jumping Carmelo Anthony. But again, none of the witnesses testified that he was jumped. None of the witnesses testified. Carmelo didn't take the stand. And so how do we know that this video exists?
We know the video exists because they were making available to public, but those who requested to see the video, they had to sign disclosure forms, and this shouldn't be breaking news to you, but it is if you say so. Okay.
No,
and as I was saying,
news. I'm just trying to understand if it's truly out there, and if you can let us know who the owner is. You're saying it's the Frisco ISD. Are you saying that Frisco ISD withheld this video that could have exonerated Carmelo Anthony? Is that what you're saying based on your information?
I appreciate you not.
I'm just asking
putting
a question.
words in my mouth.
No, I'm not. Okay, so who has the video?
Okay, the people who saw the video, I believe it was the school, Frisco County. That's the name of the school. Right. They made requests to see the video.
I gotta ask questions.
Yes, sir. I understand.
You're saying Frisco ISD is withholding this video that could exonerate Carmelo Anthony. Is that what you're saying? It's a yes or no question.
And I'll ask you again. Please do not put words in my mouth.
Okay. Did they turn over the video? Did Frisco ISD turn over the video?
I do not know what Frisco did. Okay. I do not know if they are withholding the video.
In your opinion, why do you think they're not giving the video that could exonerate Carmelo Anthony that you say they showed to multiple people? Why do you think they're not giving it to they didn't give it to the court? They didn't give it to the prosecutor. They didn't give it to the defendant. Why do you think
they do have it? They do have it. And that's the problem. That's the problem, because his defense did not allow that video to be presented to the jury. Oh, well, I'll take that back. They have it. I do not know if the jury saw the full 11-minute video. If the jury did see the full 11-minute video and still found him guilty, well, then that showed the racial bias of that jury, because from the reports, it's indisputable evidence. Please allow me, sir. From the reports, they are in this.
But you said that already, okay? I'm gonna give you a suggestion. All right. I don't think there's a video. I think that's just internet rumor, because if there was a video, we would have it. Everybody would have it. It would have been seen by now. It's just a matter of pot. Let me finish.
Suppose you're wrong.
No.
Suppose you're wrong, though.
Sir. Respectfully, sir. It's just a matter of sending out a $25 subpoena and ordering the Frisco school board to bring it forth. That's it. It's not a mystery.
Suppose you're wrong. Suppose it's not that simple. Suppose you are dead wrong that they're hiding the video.
I'm absolutely not wrong. You can't.
Well, how would you know you're not wrong, sir? How could you justly say that you know you're not wrong?
There's a video and multiple people have seen it. That means people can testify that this video exists, and you've already demonstrated, you've described it. It's 11 minutes long. It's in possession of the Frisco ISD school department, and multiple people have seen it. It will come forth. Okay? So again, it's my opinion that it doesn't exist. However, if you feel like it exists, that's fine. You're entitled to feel how you want to. But bottom line is, there was 13 other witnesses that never testified that the young man was jumped. You don't need a video if you got 13 witnesses. You need video when there's no other people.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
No, I'm gonna finish because I'm gonna move on to the next person, sir. Respectfully.
Have you ever heard of kangaroo jury?
You mean kangaroo?
A kangaroo court?
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of that, sir. I've heard of that.
Well, that's exactly what Karmelo Anthony was faced with, a kangaroo court.
Okay, well, the bottom line is, sir, he has an opportunity to take an appeal. I don't think that they're going to appeal the fact that there's a video that nobody seems to have. I think that's just internet rumor. And I know this is an emotional issue for a lot of people because a lot of people recognize that the criminal justice system has been arbitrarily unfair to black people throughout the history. But the bottom line is,
your stance is unfair for you to think that way.
No, it's not unfair.
Without even examining if the evidence existed, just to make a blanket statement already.
I'm not telling you what you want to hear. See, I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what the facts are. And the facts are that there's a 17-year-old boy that's dead. That's the facts. There's a 17-year-old
because of his actions. Of his actions.
Brother, there's a 17-year-old boy that's dead, and there's another 17-year-old boy that's going to prison for 35 years. And what we have to do is, well, I can't hear you right now. Hold on a minute.
No, he's not going to do 35 years. No.
Okay,
no.
Well, he's in prison now, and he got a sentence of 35 years. Maybe he'll get probation after 17. But what we have
to do unacceptable. No, none of that is acceptable.
Responsible adults.
None of that is acceptable.
What we have to do as responsible adults is make sure that no other children, no other young people allow themselves to lose control and end up in this situation. I'm not telling
Keep your hands to yourself. That's what you do. Keep your hands.
Yeah, he's right. You should keep your hands to yourself. But even if somebody touches you or pushes you or hits you, you cannot bring deadly force into a conflict when there's no
you defend your
being used. You can't do it. If you do that, you're gonna end up going to prison for 35 years. You're gonna end up going to jail. You're gonna lose your life, and that's the problem. Now I'm gonna let this gentleman finish saying what he has.
That's a personal thing.
I'm gonna let him finish talking, and then we're gonna move on to the next person. Go ahead, James Harlem. Let's hear what you got to say. Go ahead. Hold on, let me unmute you. Go ahead, sir. Respectfully. You go ahead.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the opportunity. And you are being unfair and you're not being open-mindedness. Open-minded, excuse me.
You're right. I'm not gonna be open-minded because there's a dead 17-year-old boy.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to talk. So
and another young man that's in jail for 35 years. There's no need to be open-minded. Now we have to be honest.
You said you wanted
assertive, and we have to talk to people.
If you want
to talk to young people and let them know that this is not the proper course of action. And parents, responsible parents, have to tell their children that they have to learn to control their emotions. All right. Thank you, Mr. James Harlem. I appreciate you, Mr. James Harlem. Everybody's passionate. I appreciate the passion. Shout out to the passionate people. I appreciate you. But the bottom line is what we're not going to do on this channel. Okay. What we're not going to do on this channel is have a bunch of other young people signing their death warrants. Okay. Look, there's enough blame to go around. One young man put his hands on another young man, and he shouldn't have done that. Another young man, in my opinion, in the jury's opinion, responded in a way that was disproportionate to the action. I have no problem with a good fist fight. No problem with that. I've raised my sons, okay, to defend themselves. I myself practice multiple forms of martial arts, boxing and jiu-jitsu. You all see my freshly striped purple belt in jiu-jitsu here. This is my sons, okay? Because conflict happens, okay? We fight anybody, big people, small people. I don't want to hear it. Control your emotions is what I'm trying to explain to you. In young men especially, we have a lot of young men out here who think that they can get away with the things that, you know, they shouldn't think they should get away with, and they suffer the consequences. That's what we need to deal with.